Hello, Taurus. Welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Taurus is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your tarot card reading. Remember to hit the like button, leave a comment, consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. These readings are totally free. If there is anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I provide. And remember, Taurus, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we start with the Moon card. You're somebody with a very active imagination right now. You know, I feel like you've been having a lot more very vivid dreams lately. Okay? I think that you've been exploring new ideas. You've been exploring your interior world a little bit. I think you've been looking for answers. You've been looking for clarity. You've been looking for the path, you know. This is sometimes the card of the dark, scary forest. Yeah. I think you're somebody who knows that life needs a big change right now, you know. Maybe you feel like this change is happening around us and we're trying to figure out how to navigate it. Okay? This card's always the doorway of a very important change. We're right on the threshold of something intense, something very major. The problem with this is that we can't see the other side of the door. The problem is we know that change is coming, but what is it? I know that my life is going to change. I know I need to change, but what? What do I do? Right? What's on the other side of this thing? And we may not always know. Sometimes we take a step into the unknown. This card is the boundary between the known universe and what is beyond, right? It's the threshold of the familiar and the unfamiliar, the known and the unknown. Let's put this card into a little bit of context, okay? Let's see what is going on here with you. You got a 3 of Pentacles. You got work. You got a 6 of Swords. 4 of Wands, yep, makes sense. The Ace of Swords. And, another lunar energy, the High Priestess. The High Priestess here. The moon is the new moon, the waning moon. The High Priestess is the full moon or the waxing moon. So the idea here is that by going through this doorway, facing our fear, even though it's scary, even though we can't see what's on the other side of this, we're going to slowly adjust. Our eyes will adjust, right? Slowly, the lunar light will grow and we will see. We will have clarity, but we have to trust the process. It's like Spirit wants you to start going. Move forward first, and then the clarity will come. And then then, you know, it's kind of like we can't expect to know what's inside that dark room until we take a step into it and let our eyes adjust. And okay, then I see what's going on. Or we flip a switch and the light comes on, you know. But staying on the other side of this door and just speculating about what's over there, not going to help us, is it? It's not if we're sitting here waiting for, well, I'm going to wait for the knowledge to come to me. I'm going to wait until I know what's on the other side of the doorway before I go in there. You know, how are we going to know? Right? Someone else may tell us. We may speculate. We may guess. We may just predict that there's something over there, and as an excuse to kind of not do it. Oh, there's nothing I want over there. I don't need to go in that direction. You know, there's nobody I want to see at that party, so I don't want to go. You know, we make these excuses rather than doing the difficult thing. I think the 3 of Pentacles here is about you being brave, doing the work. It's Mars and Capricorn. It's saying, I just got to start walking up the hill. I got to just I got to get my feet moving. I got to put one foot in front of the other if I'm ever going to get to the other side of this and figure out what's what and you know, and get the clarity. Yeah. Let's keep going here. We have a 5. Yeah, see, 5. 5 of Wands, the fire, taking the initiative, the courage. We have an 8 of Wands. We have a Knight of Pentacles, more Capricorn style energy. And finally, we have a 9 of Wands. So it really is about this fiery, active, intentional, taking charge, initiating it, being proactive, taking the first step, making the first move, even though we're scared, even though we don't know what the heck to expect, right? Let's select a mystery card, bonus card, confirmation card. This is a random card from the Smith-Waite Tarot, the factor infinite and unknown. We're going to set it down right here with our little octopus friend, the 8 of Pentacles right there on top. And now we're not going to look at that card until the very end, but it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need. The end of the reading. If at any point during this program you feel like you might know what that card is, well, put your prediction in the comments down below, okay? Let's use our intuition, because that's what is here, is your intuition with this major arcana. We've got 2 major arcana cards. That's it. We've got scared, not knowing, dark, scary doorway, dark, scary forest. We've got intuition. Okay? The High Priestess is always leading you to your best life. You must trust the High Priestess. Okay? It is your own intuition. It is the spiritual message coming from your own soul and spirit that is trying to lead you to your best life, saying, follow me. But you're saying, well, I don't know what's over there. I can't see what's through that doorway. But Spirit's saying, just trust me. Follow me this way. And I promise you, I'm leading you to your best life. Okay? It's not so easy. We get scared. We have our sort of human mind to deal with, right? We have our swords cards here. But I think what you're doing is you're being bold. You're going forward. You got your Mars in Capricorn energy. You're facing your fear. You're following your intuition. We don't have any water cards right now, no, because it's not a tranquil, peaceful, feel-good kind of time right now. Right now is a time of worry and stress and hard work and uncertainty and fear and just like, I don't know what the heck's coming tomorrow. You know, it's not really a time of peace and joy and harmony right now, but I feel like that's what we're working toward, and that's what we have to trust, that this is the path that's going to lead me to that best life. Okay? So we don't have any water energy. We do have fire, 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 fire. We've got air, and you got earth and earth. Okay? So sometimes we don't like to take an action, we don't like to take a step until we know the plan. I want to see the blueprints first. You know? And with this 6 of Swords underneath the surface here, I feel like you're somebody that likes to know, like, what's my itinerary? What's the schedule here? Can I see the blueprint? Can I see the plans before I just start putting in work to build something? Like, I kind of want to know what I'm building here. And I don't think it's working that way for you right now. I feel like you're somebody that kind of likes to have a map, you know, before you set out on an adventure. But right now, Spirit's not giving you the full map. So in a way, it's kind of like, because you want the map and you almost feel like you need it, Spirit's saying, we're going to take the map away so that you can grow and expand, and you can face your fear, and you can learn to trust yourself and trust Spirit, trust your intuition. So you can learn that you do not need the map. You know? And having this Ace of Swords up above you is kind of like, you don't need the map. You don't need the turn-by-turn map quest directions, right? Because you have this internal compass. You've got this spiritual compass of yours. Okay? And I think this is what Spirit wants you to recognize. Recognize that we kind of, and I think all of us are like this, we have a tendency to feel as if I can't go anywhere without a plan, without a map, without knowing how it's going to go down, right? And if I don't have the step-by-step directions, if I can't see what's on the other side of this and see the path, right, then I'm not going to, then that tells me I shouldn't do it. Okay? And I think this is a lesson that Spirit wants to teach us, that we don't always need the map. That we have this spiritual compass, the spiritual GPS inside of us. And if we can tap into that and follow that, we will be guided in the right direction. We can't predict what's coming next. We don't know for certain what is going to be there tomorrow, or once we start doing the work, we don't know what challenges we're going to face. Why should we know? Because this is something we've never done before. We're at the very frontier of our lives. We're at the cutting edge of the universe. We're at the edge of the known and the unknown. We've never been there before. So it doesn't make sense that I would already have a map. Well, no one's been there to draw the map yet, So the Ace of Swords becomes that ability to tap in to our higher wisdom, discernment, our intuition, to tap into our the sort of cosmic consciousness, and to have the confidence that every step I take will be guided by Spirit. I can try to calm my human mind down and not be worried about not having the map. I can trust that I'll find my way, that Spirit will show me the signs that I need to see along the way, and I'll be able to navigate based on that. Sometimes this is Spirit's way of saying, you're gonna get the information that you need as you need it, not ahead of time. You may not see the bigger picture of life right now, but if you can connect with yourself, with Spirit, soul, God, Goddess, deity, your intuition, Spirit guides, guardian angel, whatever you want to call it, you'll see, you'll understand exactly what you need to know right now. And we can take the steps. But I think Spirit wants you to initiate the action first. See, right now, your biggest obstacle is just getting started with something, getting the work going, right? This is something that it's potential for work. I think you have a great idea. Everything is kind of aligned in your life, and it's like the door's open, and it's like Spirit's kind of saying, okay, go through the door, but you're like, whoa, wait a minute. I don't know what to expect. I don't know how it's going to go down. I don't know what to do. Spirit's saying, that's okay. You'll figure it out as you go. But taking that first step is the biggest challenge right now, The biggest obstacle for you is getting to work. Despite the dark, scary forest. And see, if we feel like life is a dark, scary forest, the last thing we should do is just sit on the stump, scared, not moving. Okay? What we got to do is start hauling butt out of here. Yeah. So the Four of Wands as the recent past, I feel like there's been a completion of a cycle for you. It could be that we've closed out a contract, we've closed out a job, an obligation, we've finished something, or something has been concluded, okay? Which then means something else needs to begin. But we're in that in-between space, right? The in-between space of, okay, the last thing ended, and the new thing needs to begin, but it's like we're hesitating to begin the new thing. Well, why? Because we don't know what to do. We don't know how to do it. We don't know what to expect. We don't know how it's going to go down. I don't know if it's going to be successful. I don't know if it's going to feel good, etc. Right? So this recent past, I think is we don't want to wait too long, where this starts getting further and further out, because the longer we hesitate, the less likely it is that we're going to take this step through the doorway. Okay? So maybe you have this great idea of like, you kind of know you want to start something new, or you want to move somewhere, or move into a different genre or different kind of niche of work. You want to switch careers. You're going to start a new project or a new path or maybe this was the last painting that you made. Maybe this is like, okay, I got to start the new painting, but I don't know what to paint. Well, just start painting. Right? Just once you get the brushes, once you get the paint, you get the smock on, you get your hat going or whatever, I guess you wear a hat. And once you start putting paint on the canvas, you're going to figure it out. But if we're sitting there just like twiddling our thumbs thinking, I don't know what to paint. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to write. I don't know what to perform. I don't know what to sing. I don't know what job to go get. We just have to start. We just have to start doing the work, and we'll get the information as we go. In the near future is your intuition. is your high priestess. The high priestess is kind of like saying, okay, take one step. Then you take a step, and then the high priestess backs up a little bit and says, okay, good. Take one more step, right? And then we take another step, and the high priestess moves back and says, okay, good. That's 2 now. Let's do a third one. And we have to just kind of look at it in that way because we don't get the benefit of the bigger picture yet. Okay. Let's talk about the path of the serpent. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, by the way, please do. These readings are totally free. The 5 of Wands is this card of fighting. We're wrestling. We're struggling with something. I think we're struggling with ourselves to try to keep our feet moving. This is a power that's saying, I got to overcome my fear. Okay? Spirit wants you to write down your dreams. Spirit wants you, you have a notebook full of ideas or something, or like, I don't know, what is the note? You keep writing things down. There's a notebook full of, maybe it is already a dream journal, but I feel like it's more of like not like a nocturnal kind of dream, journal, but like you write down all of your ideas, all of your hopes, wishes, dreams, fantasies, like all this kind of stuff, right? It is some kind of a journal. I think that's really key for you right now. But anyway, this is a card of fighting. This is a card that kind of says like, I feel an impulse in me, but there's some resistance to initiating the process. Okay? There's some sort of internal fight going on. There's some wrestling that we're doing with ourselves. Okay? And really this is about, you're in the airplane, you got the parachute on your back, and it's just like everybody's saying, okay, jump out of the plane, go. And you're trying to force yourself to do it, but you're gripping the sides of the airplane, right? Like you don't want to jump out. That to me is what this feels like. It feels like to me what it would feel like for me if I somehow got myself into a skydiving situation and I refused to get out of the plane. Right? Where your intuition is saying, just trust it, just trust it, just trust it. And I'm saying, no, I'm holding for dear life, a white knuckle tight on the door of the airplane, right? Why would you jump out of a good airplane? And so this is that kind of like, we're just trying to use our willpower to force ourselves to do something here, despite our fear, especially with that fear. The fear can be paralyzing, okay? The fear of the unknown, okay? The fear of like moving forward in a direction where we can't see the bigger picture. We can barely see the step in front of us. Okay, but Spirit is telling you, take that step. You're going to hit solid ground. Okay, you're going to find something, your foot's going to land on something solid. I guess unless you're in the airplane, then it won't. Anyway, the eight of Wands in your relationships. I think that part of your effort right now is to experiment, diversify yourself. You don't try to do the same thing you did before. The idea here is different, new. The idea is creative problem solving, right? Let's branch out. Let's expand what we thought we were capable of, right? Let's not just stick to the one thing that we've known how to do, and when that wheel turns, we complete it once, we'll just do the same thing again. Same thing again. This is like the band, that every album sounds the same, right? There's no growth. There's no innovation. There's no evolution. This is saying, let's expand. Let's get better. Let's get more creative. Let's branch out. Let's try some different styles of music. Let's pull in some different instruments. Let's do something different and creative, and I think the best, I'm not like a huge audiophile or anything, but I like my music. And I like when I can listen to a band, like, I don't know, you listen to one of my favorites, Dave Matthews Band, right? I know. You listen from their first album all the way through to their last album. They have a lot of albums. And every one sounds different. Every album is a little bit experimental, a little bit different. Growing, playing with different sounds and different styles. You can tell that there's a growth and there's an evolution there. There's a maturing, right? I've got my favorites. And I like different albums for different reasons, But that's sort of what this card is about. Not sticking to the tried and true. And this is kind of a scary thing, We're doing something we've never done before. And that has to come from inside. We have to do that. This is growth. This is expansion in a circle, right? A circular expansion. See, these little lightning bolts are going in every direction of the compass. But it's originating from inside. Okay? So we have to intentionally go out and do difficult things. Experiment. Use our creativity to see what really works, to see what our next true path really is going to be. We have to be willing to adapt and get creative when we finally do take the step. We're going to have to innovate. We have a lot of tools in our toolbox here. Okay? And that's part of the fear here, is that I don't know what to expect, therefore I don't know what tools to bring with me. Right? Well, luckily, we have most of the things we need already inside of us. And so whatever situation arises, you've got what it takes to overcome it. You've just got to swap out your hammer for a chisel or for a saw or something, screwdriver. And so this is a confidence, really. It's your ability to say, yeah, whatever happens, I can adapt. I can figure it out. I trust myself. That whatever challenges I face, walking through this dark, scary forest or climbing up this mountain, whatever challenges are there, I'm confident that I'll know in the moment. I'll have the insight, I'll have the instruction, I'll have the blueprint of the moment to know how to get through it. I'm never going to know all the obstacles. You're climbing up a mountain. You don't know what's going to be up there. You don't know what the conditions are like. You don't know what the mountain, the terrain, you don't know the weather. But you can say, every step I take, whatever the problem is, I'm confident that I got what it takes to figure it out and get through it. Yeah. And so that's part of our confidence and the realization that I'll know in the moment what to do, even though I'm not going to have the overall bigger picture of every obstacle, every step of the way, right? Now, the Knight of Pentacles in this is the obstacle. This is kind of the fear position, right? Because this is someone who's looking at the future and thinking, okay, top of the mountain, I want to get there. I want to get happy. I want to get to my best life. I want to get to my success. I want to get this next achievement or whatever. But I don't see the path to get there. So right now we're not moving. This is inertia. Okay? We're looking at the top of the mountain. We're looking at the goal, but horse and rider just chilling, standing here looking. Why? Well, because we don't see a well-lit path going up the side of the mountain. There's no road there. Uh-oh. Right? Well, you're the first person that's ever been here. You've never been in this position before. There shouldn't be a road there. If there was a road, then it would mean someone else already did it and paved it and put up road signs. So we have to realize that there aren't going to be any road signs. There is not a paved road here. There's probably not even really a discernible path. We have to continue on anyway. And there's our Nine of Wands, the willpower, the strength, the connection with the lunar energy, solar connection, lunar connection, right? Connection with the lunar energy, connecting with this unconscious, intuitive, spiritual essence, right? The message from the divine, and gives us the strength and the willpower, motivates us, right? I think spirit really is your strength right now to move forward into whatever new path you're starting, whatever new project, new relationship, new endeavor, new career, new place to live, new album, whatever, new creative projects, whatever it is. The Nine of Wands is your ability to get through the challenges no matter what they are. So kind of long-term outcome here, you're getting it done, right? Whatever challenges you face, you may get a little scraped up, a little bit bruised, but you're getting through it. Okay? Because you know you can, because you have the confidence in yourself and in spirit. Spirit's leading the way. I want to look at the mystery card. I wonder if this is going to be a King of Pentacles. It should be one of your power cards, right? A builder sort of energy, someone who's on the path, doing the hard work. Or it's going to be the water energy. Maybe it'll be because of a 9 of Wands. Maybe we'll get the 9. Maybe we'll get the 9 of Cups. If you have a prediction, put it in the comments. The Justice card, the balance, the discernment. It may feel right now that life isn't all that fair. It's kind of like, I'm here, I'm ready to do the work. Why can't I see the bigger picture? Why can't I just have all of the information I need right now? It doesn't seem fair, right? This is also our ability to make very crucial decisions in real time, using our higher wisdom and discernment, using our intuition, judging and evaluating in real time, not with ego, not with fear, but with this kind of this higher purpose, higher principle. Yeah. So in real time, we're able to make the right decision. Do I go left? Do I go right? Okay? Because I don't have a GPS. I don't have I got the spiritual GPS. I don't have a map, right? I don't have the directions already printed out. So this is what we need. We need our discernment. We need the ability in every moment to say, okay, left or right, forward or backwards. Do I go through this obstacle or around it? I can't see step 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All I see is this step here, step 1, step 2. And we're using our ability here to sort of weigh the options and to determine the appropriate response to every step. Despite the fact that, come on, it'd be a lot easier, be a lot more fair if I had a map. This is just, come on, this is crazy. Well, this is how it is sometimes. We may not know we may not know even what's happening in the next moment, but we've got to just use everything we have and everything we are right now in the present moment to make the best choice that we can. Yeah. And I think that this is gonna be a very good path for you. This is gonna be very successful for you. Yeah, I've got that feeling. We're gonna do an extended reading too. We'll do an I Ching hexagram. We'll do some oracle cards. There's a link up top and there's a link down below. New readings for Taurus Mondays and Fridays. Be sure to watch both readings. If you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, please do. These readings are totally free. Leave a comment and let me know where in the world you're watching from. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you and I love you. And we're all in this together.